Hi, welcome to the Gainesville, Florida Real Estate Market Report for February 2021. This covers Gainesville, Florida home and condo sales for the month, and these statistics are from the Florida Realtors Monthly Market Report for Alachua County, Florida. First, we're going to take a look at single-family detached home sales in Gainesville and Alachua County for the month of February. 195 homes closed during the month. This represented a nearly 9% decrease in homes sold compared to last February. Year to date, nearly 7% more homes have sold compared to last year. Median sale price of Gainesville homes sold in February was $295,000. This is a nearly 23% increase in sale price from February 2020. Year to date, median sale price is up 19.2% compared to last year. Homes that closed in February took a median of 13 days to go under contract, a 61.8% decrease in the amount of time it took to go under contract compared to February 2020. Overall, so far this year, it's taken a median of 2 weeks for Gainesville homes to go under contract, a 61.1% decrease in the amount of time compared to 2020. When you break that down by sale price, you can see how the market performed in the different price brackets. It took a median time of 1 week or less in 4 price points for homes closed in February to go under contract: $100,000 to $149,999, $150,000 to $199,999, $200,000 to $249,999, and $1 million or more. In all but 2 price points, it took less than 3 weeks for homes closed in February to go under contract. What does all of this mean? It means it took less time to sell fewer houses for more money than it did in February 2020. In addition, median time to contract was less than 3 weeks in all but 2 price points. In 4 price points, it took 1 week or less for homes closed in February to go under contract. What all this information tells us is that home buyer demand continues to outstrip housing supply in nearly every price point, often leading to multiple buyers competing for the same homes. Since we cannot sell the same house to more than one buyer, we need more homes to sell to meet buyer demand. In February, more homes closed in the $300,000 to $399,999 price bracket than at any other price point. This was a 15.9% increase in the amount of Gainesville home sales in that price point compared to February 2020. The Gainesville real estate market outperformed February 2020 in several other price points as well: $50,000 to $99,999, 75% increase in number of homes sold; $250,000 to $299,999, a 25% increase in the number of homes sold; $400,000 to $599,999, an 88.2% increase in the number of homes sold; and $600,000 to $999,999, a 50% increase in the number of homes sold. At the same time all that was going on, Gainesville home sales were down significantly in a number of price points during the month. Less than $50,000 was down 100%, $100,000 to $149,999, down 71.4%, $150,000 to $199,999, down 50%, and $200,000 to $249,999, down 28.9%. You might be thinking, well, geez, that's not good. You're saying that the Gainesville real estate market is doing great, so why are home sales down so much in several price points? Let's take a look at the Gainesville housing inventory to find out why that might be. Looking at Gainesville housing inventory by price shows the challenges that our Gainesville real estate market is facing. Comparing Gainesville housing inventory levels to February 2020, you can see that the amount of homes available for sale shrank drastically in every single price point except for one during the month. The short version: we can't sell houses that we don't have. Looking at the number of Gainesville homes sold in February side by side with the amount of homes available for sale shows where the challenges and opportunities were for home buyers and sellers at various price points during the month. Month's supply of inventory is important. It provides us with a ballpark idea of how long it will take to sell all homes available if sales rates were to remain the same. 5 to 5.5 months supply of inventory is generally thought to represent a real estate market that's equally favorable to buyers and sellers, basically a balanced market. Anything less than that is considered a seller's market, where the real estate market is more favorable to sellers than to buyers. In February, there was 1.2 months supply of housing inventory in Gainesville and Alachua County, a 53.8% decrease in housing inventory compared to February 2020. Year to date, the Gainesville real estate market is averaging 1 month's supply of housing inventory, a 61.5% decrease in inventory levels compared to last year. With such a drastically low amount of homes for sale, Gainesville is a very strong seller's market for detached single family homes. And I'm just going to pause on this slide for a minute to just kind of go over what a seller's market means for home buyers here in Gainesville and Alachua County. In the seller's market, buyers are competing with other buyers for a limited number of homes for sale. This puts home sellers in a much stronger bargaining position than it does home buyers. So, translation for home buyers out there: if you're out there competing for homes in this Gainesville seller's market, bring your A game. Lowballing in a seller's market is really, really bad idea, as it's common for homes to sell at or very close to asking price in this market, and sometimes even over asking price. You have a better chance of positioning yourself for success by giving a seller no reason to say no to your offer. Give them every reason to say yes as you're putting together an offer for a house that you want to buy. Realtors understand the realities of our market and can provide insights to buyers regarding the demand for homes and the price point where they're looking to buy. It's a very good idea for buyers to listen to their realtors so they can best navigate the seller's market and better position their home offers for success. There's also some advice for home sellers to keep in mind. The strength of a seller's market varies by price point. When there's a very high buyer demand for homes in a price point and very few homes available for sale, that's a much stronger seller's market than in a price point where there are many more homes for sale than there are buyers to buy them. Your realtor will be able to provide you with a list of the most recent comparable sales in the area, as well as give you an idea of how many homes you'll be competing against when you list your home for sale. This will better help so that you can best position your home for sale in the market. Turning our attention to Gainesville condo and townhome sales for the month of February, we see that the number of Gainesville condos sold during the month was up 31.6% year over year, with 75 condos sold. Year to date, condo sales were up 9.4% from 2020's sales levels. Median sale price of $135,000 for Gainesville condos sold during February represented a 14.4% increase in median sale price compared to February 2020. Year to date, median sale price of Gainesville condos was up 6% over 2020. In February, median time to contract for Gainesville condos and townhomes closed during the month was 26 days. In other words, Gainesville condos and townhomes that closed during February were on the market a median of 26 days before they went under contract. It took nearly 86% longer for condos to go under contract compared to February 2020. Year to date, it's taking 41.2% longer for Gainesville condos to go under contract compared to last year. Breaking down median time to contract by price shows us the strength of Gainesville condo and townhome sales in different price points. Gainesville condos priced between $250,000 and $299,999 that closed in February were on the market for a median of 6 days, less than a week before going under contract. It took 81.3% less time for Gainesville condos sold in that price point to go under contract compared to February 2020. In all other price points but one, it took longer for Gainesville condos to go under contract compared to February 2020. There was one condo that closed in February for less than $50,000. That condo went under contract the same day it went on the market. What does all this information mean? What it means is it took more time to sell more condos for more money than it did in February 2020. With the exception of two price points, less than $50,000, and condos and townhomes priced between $250,000 and $299,999. It took significantly longer for Gainesville condos closed in February to go under contract compared to February 2020. Most Gainesville condos and townhomes that closed in February sold for between $100,000 to $149,999, a 12% increase in condo sales compared to February 2020. Gainesville condo sales were up in three other price points compared to February 2020. $150,000 to $199,999. There was a 157.1% increase in the number of condos sold. $200,000 to $249,999, a 66.7% increase in the number of condos sold, and $250,000 to $299,999, a 300% increase in the number of condos sold. Although there was a shortage of Gainesville condos and townhomes for sale in a couple of price points, the drastic lack of inventory is not as profound in this segment of the Gainesville real estate market as it is for detached single-family homes. In fact, the availability of Gainesville condos for sale is up in several price points compared to February 2020. $100,000 to $149,999, a 35% increase in inventory. $150,000 to $199,999, a 3.8% increase in inventory. $200,000 to $249,999, a 26.1% increase in inventory, and $250,000 to $299,999, a 45.5% increase in inventory. Comparing February condo sales to condo inventory by price point gives us a good snapshot of the buyer demand, that would be the sales in February 2021 column, and the condo supply, the condos available for sale column in this graph for Gainesville condos and townhomes at various price points. Remember, this is just a snapshot. The market's always changing. Realtors have the most up-to-date market information available to them. This will help buyers better understand what the condo market is like at the time they're going to buy. With only 2.2 months supply of inventory reported in February, the Gainesville real estate market was a seller's market for condos and townhomes. So what are our key takeaways for the Gainesville real estate market in February 2021? Gainesville is a seller's market for detached single-family homes. Although it's moving a little more slowly, the condo and townhome market is also a seller's market, with only 2.2 months of inventory. Homeowners, we are in dire need of more homes to sell, and home buyers, get pre-qualified, be prepared to move quickly, and don't give up hope. So that's all for now. If you have any questions about any of this, we'd love to talk to you. This is Coldwell Banker, MM Parish Realtors in Gainesville, Florida. We can be reached at 352-335-4999, or you can visit us on our website at mmparish.com. Hope you find this information helpful. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.